So I'm starting off, I'm going to record it, and then I'm going to press on the camera option, and then I'm going to press on the wheel, and you want to make sure that you're choosing USB video and not FaceTime video, and that's what we use for our show. And the background is obviously not our show now because this is a practice. You're not going to upgrade to premium, and you're going to click on continue, what I just did, and then now I'm about to stop the video. You can open the video in Finder, and then you can move it to a new folder that you have. You can create a new folder too. So now I'm just selecting the video, and I'm going to move it over to the folder. Now it's in my folder that I want to use for Final Cut to edit. Now what I'm going to do is click out of everything and go into Final Cut. Boom. There we go. So now I'm in Final Cut, and I want to start my own video process because you want to start a new show each time. So go to New, then Library. Then I'm saving this as my exam show. Save, File, New Project, because you have to create a new library and a new project every time. It keeps my things separated. That's how I like to do it. Then I'm going back to my file for recorded, what I just recorded, and I'm putting that first. Now when you record the show, of course, you're going to have the actual show, and this is previous clips from one of the shows that we did with Brad, and then Brad and Sam, but I'm going to choose Sam just because I like him better. Okay, now moving the show intro to the beginning, because you have Good Morning Choctaw, and you say, well, now you're watching Tribal News, and then you have your show intro, so that would be our theoretical show intro. We'll have a new one next year. Okay, now after I'm stalled right now at the show intro, I'm going to go to my transitions, and you can do a variety of transitions, but you want to always keep it simple with the show. You don't want to do crazy transitions because that looks weird to the viewer. So you want to do a simple transition, or you can do a fade to black transition, and then again you can see those all in the transition area. And now I'm moving it over, and I'm going to add the ending credits at the end, because on each show we want to make sure we have our ending credits. They don't have to be fancy. You can decide to make them fancy, which we probably will do next year, but on everything that you do, you want to make sure that you have your credits. So now I'm just going over what the show would be, in quotes. Also, we have these other transitions, but you want to make sure that, like I said, you're just using your simple ones. You don't need to use movements, objects, or stylized wipes or clones, just your simple transitions. See the lights that I'm on? You don't need that at all. All right, going on to the next thing. Our last thing will be saving the show, and as you can see, I'm still showing you a little bit of the credits, what that will look like at the end. And now I'm going to go to the saving the show area. So you want to go to File, Share, Apple devices 720. Then you can check your settings to make sure it's on QuickTime Share, and you want to make sure it's on your desktop. And then you would click Next. I'm not going to actually save the show, but you would click Next, and the show would save, and that would be it. For the airdropping, it's super simple. You would just have your phone up at the table, and then you would airdrop it to the computer, and you would sync up the audio. And in this video, I'm not syncing up the audio, but that's level 1. Just airdrop, send it to the computer, and then sync.